How to pray as a family and grow spiritually. My beloved children, listen to my voice. Draw near to me, for I am here with you. I see your struggles, your longing for peace in your home, and your desire to grow in faith. Do not be afraid, for I am the Lord your God, and I will guide you. Stay with me until the end of this message, for I have a word for your family that will bring healing, hope, and transformation. A family that prays together stays together. There was a time when families gathered in the evening, lifting their voices to me in prayer. Fathers spoke my name with reverence. Mothers wept with gratitude, and children learned to whisper their fears into my hands. But now, many families are distant. They sit in the same room, yet their hearts are far from each other. They scroll through their devices, yet their souls remain empty. Come back to me. Gather as one. Speak my name in your home. Let my word be the foundation of your family. I have seen what happens when a family neglects prayer. Darkness creeps in. Arguments replace kindness. Silence replaces laughter, and doubt replaces faith. But I have also seen what happens when a family commits to seeking me together. Chains are broken, hearts are healed, and miracles unfold. Where 2 or 3 gather in my name, there am I with them. Matthew 18, verse 20. If you want to grow spiritually as a family, start with prayer. Not just prayers spoken in haste, not empty words before a meal, but prayers that come from the depths of your heart. Prayers that invite my presence into your home. A family on the brink of collapse. There was a father who worked late into the night, too exhausted to lead his family in prayer. A mother who longed for her husband's spiritual leadership, but felt abandoned in her faith. And children who grew up without hearing my name spoken in their home. The walls of their house were strong, but the foundation of their faith was crumbling. One night, the mother fell to her knees. "Lord, restore my family," she cried. I heard her. I always do. She began praying with her children, teaching them my word. One evening, her husband came home early and found them on their knees. He hesitated, but something stirred within him. That night, for the first time in years, he prayed with his family. Tears flowed, wounds were healed, and I restored what had been lost. Call to me, and I will answer you, and show you great and mighty things which you do not know. Jeremiah 33, verse 3. Your family is not beyond my reach. No matter how broken, how distant, how weary, you can begin again. A fire that cannot be quenched. The enemy fears a praying family. He will do everything to stop you. He will distract you with busyness, tempt you with division, and fill your mind with excuses. But my spirit is stronger. If you commit to praying together, your home will become a fortress of faith. I remember a young boy whose parents had little time for prayer, but he knelt every night, whisper my name. His faith stirred something in his home. His mother began to pray again, and soon his father joined them. A single prayer ignited a flame that could not be quenched. The earnest prayer of a righteous person has great power and produces wonderful results. James 5, verse 16. Will you be the one to start the fire of faith in your home? Will you choose to seek me despite the distractions? How to pray as a family. Start simply. Gather together. Speak my name with sincerity. Thank me for what I have done. Confess your struggles and ask for my guidance. Read my word and listen for my voice. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Do not say, "We will pray when life is less busy." The time is now. A family that changed a village. There was a family in a small village who prayed every morning. They did not have much, but they had faith. Their prayers were heard, and I bless their home. Soon, their neighbors noticed something different about them, a peace that could not be explained. One by one, other families joined them in prayer. That village, once filled with hardship, became a place of my presence. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Joshua 24 verse 15. What about your family? Will you be a light to those around you? My promise to you, if you make prayer a priority, I will fill your home with my peace. I will strengthen your family, mend broken relationships, and draw you closer to me. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious to you. Numbers 6:24-25. My beloved child, do not leave this message without making a decision. Will you start praying with your family today? Will you invite me into your home? The power of a family altar. My beloved child, there is great power in a family that gathers to seek me together. When you build a family altar, a sacred time of prayer, worship, and my word in your home, you invite my presence to dwell among you. You make your home a sanctuary, a place where my spirit moves freely. Do not let the busyness of life steal this from you. The enemy will try to convince you that there is no time, that it is not necessary, that you can pray individually and that is enough. But I tell you this, when a family comes together before me, I bind them with cords that cannot be broken. I strengthen them against the storms of life. For where 2 or 3 gather in my name, there am I with them. Matthew 18 verse 20. I am with you when you pray alone, but when you gather as a family, you establish my kingdom in your household. You invite my peace, my wisdom, and my power to rest upon you. Praying in agreement, unlocking my blessings. There is authority in a family that prays in agreement. When you and your loved ones come before me in unity, you activate my promises in ways that would not happen otherwise. Again, truly I tell you that if 2 of you on earth agree about anything they ask for, it will be done for them by my Father in heaven. Matthew 18 verse 19. Think of how powerful this is. When you and your spouse, your children, your brothers and sisters in faith stand together and pray with one heart and mind, I move on your behalf. Your prayers shake the heavens. What is it that your family needs? Is it peace, provision, healing, restoration? Come together and pray in agreement. Believe that I hear you and trust that I am working even when you do not see immediate answers. Teaching your children to seek me. My beloved, one of the greatest gifts you can give your children is the habit of seeking me daily. They watch you. They see how you respond to trials, how you trust me, how you worship. If you make me the center of your home, they will learn to do the same. Teach them how to pray, not just with memorized words, but from the heart. Let them hear you call upon my name. Show them how to thank me, how to surrender their worries to me, how to listen for my voice. Start children off on the way they should go, and even when they are old, they will not turn from it. Proverbs 22 verse 6. When they see you trusting me, they will trust me. When they see you surrendering your burdens, they will learn to lay down their own. Even if they stray, the seeds you plant in their hearts will not be lost. My word will call them back. Overcoming spiritual resistance. Do not be surprised if distractions, disagreements, or busyness try to steal your family's time of prayer. The enemy knows how powerful it is when you seek me together. He will try to bring conflict right before you pray. He will whisper lies, telling you that it's not necessary, that you can do it another day. But my child, fight for this time. Be intentional. Even if it is just a few minutes, let nothing take it away from you. If one family member is reluctant, do not be discouraged. Start with those who are willing. Let your faithfulness be a light that draws the rest. Your prayers are shifting the atmosphere even when you do not see it, making prayer a joy, not a duty. Do not let prayer become a lifeless routine. It is not a box to check. It is a meeting with me, your loving Father. Let it be filled with joy, thanksgiving, and expectation. Worship before you pray. Read my word. Share testimonies of what I am doing in your lives. Let your children see that prayer is not a burden, but a privilege. Let them know that I am not a distant God, but a loving Father who listens, who answers, who walks with them every moment. The reward of a praying family. A family that prays together is a family that stands firm. The storms of life will come, but they will not destroy you. Trials may shake you, but they will not break you. I will bless your home with my presence. I will surround you with my peace. I will strengthen the bonds of love between you. So come, my beloved, gather your family. Lift your voices to me. Seek me, and you will find me. Call upon my name, and I will answer. For I am with you always, and I delight in the prayers of my children. But as for me and my household, we will serve the Lord. Joshua 24, verse 15. Will you answer my call? Will you make your home a house of prayer? If you do, my blessings will overflow in ways you cannot imagine. Building a strong foundation through prayer. My child, prayer is not just something you do. It is the foundation upon which your family stands. The world around you is filled with instability, but when you pray together, you build your home upon the solid rock of my presence. Therefore, everyone who hears these words of mine and puts them into practice is like a wise man who built his house on the rock. Matthew 7, verse 24. When storms come, when sickness threatens, when financial struggles arise, when relationships are tested, your family will not be shaken because you have made me your foundation. Do not wait for trouble to seek me. Build this foundation now. When you pray together daily, you store up strength for the battles ahead. You prepare your hearts to stand firm when others fall, making prayer a daily habit. Do not let prayer be something you do only when you feel like it. Feelings will come and go, but I call you to be faithful. Set a time, whether in the morning before the day begins, in the evening before rest, or both. Let nothing take away this sacred time. It does not need to be long or complicated. Even a few moments of genuine prayer are powerful. Teach your children to pray short, simple prayers from the heart. Morning prayer, dedicate the day to me. Ask for my wisdom, my guidance, my protection. Mealtime prayer, give thanks for my provision. Teach your family to recognize my hand in everything. Evening prayer, reflect on the day. Repent of sins. Ask for my peace to rest upon your home. If you remain faithful in this, your home will be a place of constant communion with me. My presence will dwell with you, praying for one another's needs. One of the most powerful things you can do as a family is to intercede for one another. Do not assume that everyone in your household is fine. Sometimes the greatest battles are the ones fought in silence. Ask one another, how can I pray for you today? Teach your children to open their hearts, to share their struggles, to know that their concerns matter. When you lift each other up in prayer, you strengthen the bond of love within your home. Carry each other's burdens, and in this way, you will fulfill the law of Christ. Galatians 6, verse 2. Pray for your spouse's strength and wisdom, your children's protection and spiritual growth, healing for anyone sick or weary, God's direction in decisions. the salvation of unsaved family members. When you pray for each other, you invite me to work in ways you cannot see. Worship as a family, inviting my presence. My child, do not underestimate the power of worship. Prayer is your conversation with me, but worship is your surrender. When your family sings praises together, you create an atmosphere where I dwell. Yet you are holy, enthroned on the praises of Israel. Psalm 22, verse 3. Make worship part of your family's prayer time. Sing together, even if your voices are imperfect. Play songs of praise. Let your home be filled with the sound of my name being lifted high. Where there is worship, there is my presence. And where my presence is, darkness cannot remain. Overcoming spiritual attacks through prayer. There will be times when the enemy tries to attack your family through division, fear, temptation, or doubt. But you are not defenseless. Prayer is your weapon. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. Ephesians 6, verse 11. When you feel tension rising, stop and pray together. When fear tries to creep in, declare my promises aloud. When temptation comes, remind each other of my truth. Do not fight battles in your own strength. Let prayer be your first response, not your last resort. Teaching the next generation to lead in prayer. My beloved, your children will one day lead their own homes. The habits you instill in them now will shape their future. Let them take turns leading prayer. Teach them to pray boldly. Encourage them to believe that I hear them. Let them see you trusting in me, so that when they're grown, they will do the same. This is how you leave a legacy of faith, not by words alone, but by living out my truth daily. The promise of a praying family. I have promised that when you seek me, you will find me. When you draw near to me, I will draw near to you. If you build your family upon prayer, if you commit your household to me, I will bless you. I will be your refuge in times of trouble. I will be your peace in the storm. I will be your provider, your healer, your guide. The prayer of a righteous person is powerful and effective. James 5, verse 16. So I ask you now, will you be the one to lead your family in prayer? Will you make your home a place where my presence dwells? If you do, your children will be blessed. Your marriage will be strengthened. Your home will be filled with my peace. Come, my beloved, gather your family. Seek me together. For when you pray as one, I am with you. And where I am, there's victory. But as for me and my household, we will serve the Lord. Joshua 24, verse 15.